The buying of crude oil or LNG, LPG from the US is in India's own strategic interests as we diversify our oil sources. Absolute nonsense. Whoever is articulating this must be a pretty ignorant person.
There's 18% once it's signed, it's still 25%, and they are at zero. How is it balanced? Is what everybody's asking.
It's a childish question. The whole world knows that reciprocal tariffs have been put in by the United States to all the countries of the world.
Piyushji, I'm going to ask you a question which I asked Dr. Manmohan Singh when the 123 nuclear deal was signed. The allegation is that you have ceded India's sovereignty. What is your response to this?
Absolute nonsense. Whoever is articulating this must be a pretty ignorant person who doesn't understand that this trade deal is truly a labor of love. It's come out of intense negotiations on both sides in the best interests of our country's stated goal to become a developed and prosperous country by 2047, Viksit Bharat 2047, and will provide immense opportunities for our youth, our sisters, our women, prevent huge opportunities for our farmers and fishermen. Our MSMEs will flourish. They'll become the provider of a lot of material that is required by the United States of America. Our textile sector, our footwear and leather sector, our toy sector, handloom, handicraft, auto components, furniture, sky's the limit. As Sergio mentioned, this is a partnership with unlimited potential. The buying of crude oil or LNG, LPG from the US is in India's own strategic interests as we diversify our oil sources. But the decisions are taken by the buyers, by the companies themselves. So the trade deal doesn't discuss who will buy what and from where. The trade deal ensures that the pathway to trade is smooth, ensures preferential access. Trade FTAs are all about preferential access to your competition. So today when we've got an 18% reciprocal tariff, we have a preference over other developing nations who are usually our competition. And that's why the free trade deal becomes very attractive.
In the event of any changes to the agreed upon tariffs of either country, the United States and India agree that other country may modify its commitments. It seems like both of you are giving each other that room to walk away from a deal which you're going to be signing.
ऐसा नहीं है. It's when you do a free trade agreement, and this is broadly a clause you'll find in every free trade agreement.
Yeah, is this a part? That's what I'm asking you.
Normal condition. Suppose we agree on a free trade agreement. Let's take, for argument's sake, that
do you have this
they have allowed
FTAs?
In all FTAs.
Okay.
If anybody changes the terms of trade, either the import duty or brings in some barrier because of which what benefit I was to get out of an FTA is taken away from me, or I lose that benefit, I have the right to rebalance. It's not a clause related to FTAs alone, it's a WTO provision.
Okay.
That if any country discriminates or takes away the rights of another party, the affected party can rebalance their commitments so that they are not a loser. A free trade agreement is about balance, it's about fairness, it's about equity. And I would believe that our effort is that we should ensure stability and predictability, and nobody should ever have to look at rebalancing.
Okay. You know, those who are writing these columns now, analyzing it, because it's just been a couple of, just 48 hours. Now, in the event of any, when you say that this balanced trade deal, it's a balanced trade deal, it's a win-win situation, there's 18% once it's signed, it's still 25%, and they are at zero. How is it balanced? Is what everybody's asking.
It's such a childish question. The whole world knows that reciprocal tariffs have been put in by the United States to all the countries of the world.
So if I may say so, it's a former finance minister who's saying this. So
yeah, because every country in the world, for example, India had very high tariffs, right? On many products we have even tariffs as high as 110%. Now it's a matter of fact that every country has to pay the same tariff, and if I give a concession to somebody, he gets a benefit. Now in the case of the United States of America, they may have had some tariffs in the past, but the current tariff that every country pays includes a reciprocal tariff. So what you are negotiating is to get a benefit from what you are paying until 4 days ago. What is the benefit you are getting from that? And vis-a-vis that benefit, do you become, relative to your competition, an attractive business case? Relative to your competition, do you get a preference?
who's our competition?
Our competition, for example, is other labor-oriented countries like Bangladesh in textiles, Vietnam in electronic products, Indonesia, Malaysia, other developing nations who compete with us for the same kind of products that we are exporting.
And who was competing with America? Was it China? Did we have that as a competition?
Well, the products that America supplies also would have competition from other European
Chips.
countries,
Like NVIDIA, you
from
mentioned.
China, from every item you have to look at from a different lens, and which is why negotiations are very intense, very detailed. They go line by line, and we have some 12,000 lines. You have to crystal gaze into the future. You have to understand both sides' strengths and weaknesses, almost doing a SWOT analysis on every product. So it's a very intense work, takes long, patient study, understanding and negotiation, and never has to be done in a hurry, which is why I often say that we should have speed, not haste. We should never negotiate with a deadline in our head.
With that, there is Ambassador Sergio Gor. Did he, in any way, his conversation with President Trump, did it turbocharge the talks in any manner?
Certainly, I have no hesitation in acknowledging that Ambassador Sergio Gor, who is a dear friend, has been a well-wisher of this relationship. He did play a very important role in concluding the conversation towards finalization and announcement. And I would like to recognize and respect his contribution.